Hello and welcome to another healing conversation. I'm here with Vladimir Turek, who is from Europe. He was born in Czechoslovakia, and he is a medical doctor who has turned spiritual. Tell us how you came about in your awakening, why you left this medical world, and how you met your guides.
It was an inner call. It was a process when I discovered already that medicine have only limitations, and basically in my life there was an unfoldment of situations where I was gaining deeper and deeper insight about the let's say mechanics of the body and spirit, and then at certain point I entered the spiritual realms and connected with my, let's say, guidance, who revealed my plan, incarnational plan, and what are the objectives, what am I supposed to do, and what I'm supposed to work on, and what is the direction. So the medicine was just a preparatory stage and foundation, and the further work is about more complex hologram of the being, a human being. We don't exist only in physical realm. We exist in many levels, and this reality is just little crust on the top of the much vaster reality. And there are mechanics of those realities, and these mechanics are connected to the mechanics of our reality. So what I'm after is to study those mechanics and bring it into the whole, into the whole with this system here, and make some sense of it for people, and utilize it for many things. There are systems, very advanced systems on this planet already, and what I am doing is to utilize various systems and to create, you know, the picture for me and more efficient way to operate and do healings and help people to enlighten. But it is very complex, and the study never ends, and you apply your knowledge and skills on the go while you are studying. So yeah.
You also channeled Archangel Michael, and I just want to ask you, was there a pivotal point in your life? Was there a defining event that led you to spirituality?
Yes, there were two. When I was in a hospital working with a client, she was an alien abductee, and nobody at that time didn't want to hear about it. But I was working with the client and collecting data, and I gave her always questions, and the aliens gave her answers, and she wrote it down. And it was pretty deep. And so it stayed with me for some time, and then I started to perceive various realities, and you know, the community of multiple realms connected with me, like with everybody who is on spiritual path. So it wasn't something different from others. It's waiting for everybody who is ready to awaken. So, and then I took active approach to expand it.
So the studies, it deals with multiple universes. It deals with ETs other planets, it deals with other dimensions. And when you talk about the heart, you've done actual physical research that shows something begins out in the ethers, that our mental thought form or our programs. And so we're actually creating our world here, but it comes from distorted thought or core wounds. And that's the basic cause of illness.
Yes. There is a basic belief in separation, and that belief is based on various experiences. The very first incarnation of the soul within physicality is the very foundational for this belief, but there are others experiences within various communities across the universe. If you are incarnated in those where they have high density and they are not spiritually awakened, or this planetary system has the physicality is pretty, was pretty dense, now it is getting lighter. And the community who is incarnated on this planet is from the whole cosmos almost. And there are various agendas for control, and these agendas are creating the belief that the separation is the way to go to survive. And by reinforced with lifestyle, for instance, and the distorted values within, let's say, family or society, creates the wounding during childhood stages. People don't attune to their children, let's say, and they are not able to connect with them emotionally, or to read their field, and eventually when the wound is created they could remove it from the field if they are skilled. So there are no tools for people to deal with emotion and to deal with their field, because nobody talks about the field. And this is where everything is happening, all the human interactions. So the perception of separation is reinforced, and there is then misconception which looks like a distortion within the standing waves pattern of your mental body. And this is the actually energetic foundation of the wound. And that distortion creates low frequency electromagnetic field within the emotional body, and this then creates the whole system of emotional reactions and the personality. The personality is a distorted structure which shouldn't be there. We should be aligned individuals with our upper aspects of the field. And we realign the field, we can have healthy relationships, but the distortions, we need to go and feel the wound, and this is what most of people don't want to feel, because this culture is based on not feeling the pain. Like you go to dentist and you will not feel pain when he pull 10 teeth out of your mouth. But if you are not connected to your pain, then you disconnect with the part of yourself. And the disconnection basically fragment yourself, your various aspects of yourself. So pain is actually a realization of separation at that moment. When you realize the separation, then you feel the pain. If you don't realize it, the pain is not there, kind of. But the part of your body or field will realize it before you did, because the ego is different aspect than, let's say, your tissue or your instinctual mind, your emotional body, or other aspects. So when we feel pain somewhere, we should connect to it because some aspect of ourselves feels separate, feel in separation. And pain is very helpful to keep us alerted about what is going on in us. Not feeling actually by the lifestyle and wounding, we don't connect with our feelings and emotions, then we don't feel the pain. And sometimes we don't understand, let's say, then when we are thirsty, we eat. And we eat because we want to we want to not to feel the thirst. So we are so far disconnected from our physical body that we cannot distinguish between thirst and hunger. So